Hello and welcome to this lesson on the DG Melodeon for the tune Bulwer's Polka No. 2. It's a very, very cheery little tune this. It comes from East Anglia here in the UK and in the key of G and the key of D. So in this tune we're going to be in two different keys. Usually if we're in the key of G, I give the notes on the D row a diamond head, and the notes on the G row a normal egg head, if you like. I'm going to do that in this tune, but when we go to the D major, I'm going to maintain that. I'm not going to change it over just in case I confuse you. So all the way through this tune, no matter whether it's G major or D major, notes on this G row will have the egg head, the normal head. Notes on the D row will have the diamond shaped head. The time signature is 4/4, so you're counting in fours, fairly briskly, but obviously learn the tune slowly and build your speed up as you go. Your right hand doesn't move all the way through this tune in terms of its position. So as far as the G row is concerned, it's fingers 1, 2, 3, 4 on buttons 3, 4, 5, 6. If like me you're a fourth button start person, or if your Melodeon is third button start, it's going to be buttons 2, 3, 4, 5. And when you move over to the D row, for me it's going to be buttons 4, 5, 6, 7. For you it might be 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I tend to teach these tunes left and right hand together, so you build it up into a complete piece right from the start, rather than learn the tune all the way through right hand and then have to add the left hand afterwards, which I think it can be quite hard. Your start note is a note of D, G row, button 2 if you're third button start, button 3 if you're fourth button start, and finger 1 and it's on the push. So for me it's there. There's no pickup bar in this tune, so you're straight in, first beat of the bar. So you've got to count in with a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is your first bar. Now the whole bar is played on the G row apart from one note which is played on the D row. The left hand is good old umpa, bass, G note, and then the G chord. These two buttons down here. I use finger 4 on the G bass note, finger 3 on the G chord. If you can't do that, then you might well use your third finger on the bass note, second finger on the chord, or some people only use 2 fingers. I would recommend trying to use 1 finger per button, but some people find that tricky, I know. I must admit, I started off using just 3 fingers and changed after about a few months, and I was really glad I did, but obviously it's up to you. So, your first bar left hand wise, very straightforward. Make sure before you start that your left hand is low enough to reach these bass notes, especially this C bass note down here. Okay, sometimes you have to sort of reposition before you start. If you have to do it halfway through the piece, sometimes it's really hard to get your hand down, and it happens to me sometimes. I have to abandon the piece and start again. The right hand of that first bar, everything's on the push. You have D, G, G, F sharp on the D row, finger 3, and back to the G. And it's 3 crotchets, 2 quavers, so you count it 1, 2, 3, 4, and... So put it all together. Okay, second bar will change into a C chord, 2 buttons over here, inside row, finger 4 on the C bass, finger 3 on the C chord if you can. This time it's all pulling, and you do umpa, umpa. Now the right hand, it's A, and then E. Now the A is on the G row, finger 2, and the E, as you can see with the diamond head, is on the D row, finger 1.